No, not yet, Nikki. You'll need to bring up participants panel. And
you're live on recording.
Good day, everybody in the Shine Bright team. It is fantastic to see you all. I love the enthusiasm, Miriam. You're amazing. Look, it is super exciting. We're at week 5 of the 90-day challenge from the 23rd to the 30th of June. And hasn't it been amazing? We're seeing lots of great things happening. We're seeing lots of enrollments, lots of volume happening, rank advancements. But we're also seeing some really cool stuff like personal and professional development. We're seeing people rise to the occasion and learn new skills and have breakdowns and breakthroughs and all that really good stuff of that believe, belong, become, which really is the gold in this business, is who you become at the end of the day as a professional in this industry. So that's been a great privilege and a pleasure to see. So let's go through some really cool recognition. So Nikki, this is at times where you have to unmute everyone and then mute everyone and then unmute me, all like really quickly, right? So first off, let's give a huge round of applause for 3 new directors, Freedom Family, Lisa Crisp and Tracy Proctor. Nikki, you're unmuting everyone. Woo! Go! That is the beginning of it all, starting at director.
Justin, you're muted. Justin, you are muted. You're going to have to mute and unmute yourself if you want me to do that, okay?
I need you to, yeah. Well,
no, I can't do both at the same time. It's too hard.
Okay, so 3 new directors, 300s. We've got Angela David, Tiani Witchell, and Augustine approved. Yay, congratulations. Really want to encourage you, Director 300s. They're the backbone of this business. Okay, so then we've got Director 700, B-Sync Live. Congratulations to you. Massive achievement. Director 700.
That's good. Director 700.
That is a phenomenal achievement. Okay, so this week we've got an amazing rank advancement, a new silver in the team. Put your hands together for Richard, who continues to do incredible things. Congratulations, Richard. Huge achievement on going silver. And I think you only went bronze recently in the 90-day challenge as well. So you got some massive momentum happening. That's a fantastic effort. Is Richard on the call? He probably is somewhere. Let's unmute him, give him just a minute or so to talk and say hi. Is he there? Nikki?
Richard is not on the call, Justin.
Richard's not on the call. He missed his own big welcome and round of applause. Bummer. Well, he'll watch the repeat. He's probably talking to someone about ASEA right now. Seriously. So yeah, massive week of rank advancements and huge congratulations to all of you that are putting in the effort and doing that. So week 4 for the top enrollers. So at number 4, we are, and not quite sure what this is. Nikki, you're going to have to give me the correct details on this because this is obviously not correct. Do you want to do this part, Nicole?
Sure, I will do this part. So we had for a tie, an equal tie for 4th place. So no 5th place. We had Asterio Ramsicle and Krisus Sumajit. And I'm really sorry if I haven't said your name properly. So,
yes. We apologize if we butchered your name, but we're really proud of you. Well done.
Amazing top enrollers from the Philippines. And then tying for 2nd place, we had Paula Melville Clark and Barry Jularat and Lisa Chase. Way to go.
And Lisa Chase, congratulations. So Lisa's in 2nd, is she?
Yes, equal 2nd. So we didn't have a 3rd. We had 2nd and 4th because we had 2 ties.
Oh, so, okay. So Paula and Barry and Lisa tied at 2nd and 3rd.
Correct.
Fantastic. And in number 1, top enroller for last week is Ivan Botok from the Sunshine Coast. Congratulations, Ivan. Huge achievement there. I know your commitment to people and humanity is driving you forward, and so proud of what you're doing so very, very quickly. You've just jumped on board, so that's amazing. All right, let's look at, this should be week 4 top contactors. Now, remembering when you're contacting people for the 90-day challenge, if you're not doing it through Genie, we can't track that, okay? So it is a great encouragement to do the contacting through Genie. And in 5th place, we've got 3 people, Joe Furman, Tatiana and Julie and Sasha. Congratulations, guys. Top 5 contactors. There they are. I can see them on screen. Yeah, go, Julie and Sasha. You guys are very consistent. And in 4th place, we have Pam Lobb from the UK. Well done, Pam. Woo! Very good. Number 3, we have Maria Island. Well done, Marie. Love seeing your videos. You're amazing. Number 2, we have Lorna Golombek. Go, Lorna. You're a phenomenal leader. Last night, Nicole and I were saying how good you are on video. That's really part of your goal. You should do more of that. And in top place as a number 1 contactor for last week is Colette Garside from the UK. Hey, the British are going off. Well done. So Colette and Ivan, you've won a prize. So encourage you to reach out to Nicole. Normally she'll touch base with you, but make sure you're connected with Nicole so that you can claim your prizes, and a huge achievement for your efforts in the previous week. Well done. Great effort. Now for the Reach for the Beach promotion, which is concurrently running with our own 90-day challenge, this is our leaderboard, and you can look there right up the top. No surprise, Richard, who's just gone silver this week, is with 13 enrollments and 4,375 volume. Phenomenal achievement. He's only about 2 enrollments and 475 points off qualifying already. And remember, this promotion goes till the end of September. So that is just a phenomenal achievement by Richard and all of you, of course. Remembering that your auto ships, as when you enroll people, that volume counts, and the auto ship until the end of the promotion counts. So really encourage you to do your best. And the Reach for the Beaches for Australia and New Zealand. For the Europeans, there's the Africa trip as well. So keep working away and enjoy a trip away on ASEA. That's a fantastic effort, everyone. Sasha and Julia right up the top there. Aaron and Kelly Moore are doing a fantastic job as well. And there's 3 pages of people that are currently on that leaderboard, which is phenomenal.
That's people. It's actually people who have 2 or higher enrollments, because the leaderboard is longer. But if you've done 2 or more enrollments since the Reach for the Beach incentive started, then we're showing you on these first 3 slides.
Yeah. And there's just shine bright people, right? So isn't that cool? Things are looking really good for a party on the beach. So keep up the great work. So what do you need to make that happen? So the grand prize is the total enrollment of 28 people or more, and it's a total volume of 1,100, and an average weekly volume of 650.
It's 11,000, Justin.
Sorry, 11,000. Sorry, my apologies. And so an average weekly enrollment of 1.6 enrollments a week, and about 650 PV a week. Now, the great thing about this competition, all the prizes, there's no limitations on the number of people that can win it. So that's pretty cool, right? So you just, set your goals and be consistent in your action. And wherever you land, I'm sure it'll be fun, and higher the better, right? There's more benefits, the higher you go. So super exciting for Reach for the Beach. Okay, so 90-day challenge. The course is now in the library. So under the training center, under courses here, there is the 90-day challenge, and each of these calls and all the documentation supporting these calls and the 90-day challenge is in here. So say you've got someone who's just enrolled, they're super keen to get started. By all means, they can join the 90-day challenge straight away, and they can look at their getting prepared and all the regional incentive information, so forth. Direct them to the course. And I really encourage you to look them up in the team area and assign the training to them. Really get in the habit of mentoring your people by assigning the training to them. You look them up in the team section, and up in the top right-hand corner, there's Act Now, Assign Training. Find the appropriate training that's right for them. Send that and let the tool do the talking. So it's much more duplicatable.
And also, if you get them to register or pop the link in, we set up a registration page that just puts them on an email list. So when we send out emails reminding people about these calls and different things, they just get those emails. So it's just a MailChimp email list that we've got set up. So that just helps keep them informed over the course of the challenge.
Absolutely. Thanks, Nikki. That's great. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nikki's even done a little bit of animation, training, courses, and click on those. All right. So our next call, as always, is weekly at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Australian Standard Time in Brisbane. redoxtalks.com or the Zoom number as it is there. So send that out to your peeps if they want to be involved. And now I have the great privilege and pleasure to introduce a phenomenal leader in our industry, Mr. Clay Stevens. Mr. Clay Stevens is the founder of RI residual income training, and he has been a six-figure income plus in 3 companies. He also has 4 degrees, 3 of which are in human instruction design. I know many of you, he doesn't need an introduction because you've done his 12-week program, or you've been a part of his online education program. And for me, I think this is the best way to set the foundation to become a professional network marketer. Many of us come into this industry, we think, yeah, we've got good skills, but this industry is a separate industry with a different career path. And this man has got a lot to give. Over to you, Mr. Clay Stevens. Thanks for coming on. Give him a round of applause. Unmute everyone. Nikki. Yay! So grateful, Clay, because and Clay is actually it's his Sunday night, right? And Sundays are pretty special. Clay, like everyone knows, I try not to work on a Sunday too, wherever possible. But Clay has actually given up his Sunday night to be with us. So super grateful. Thank you, Clay, for being here.
Well, I'm fired up. So number one, congratulations to everybody that won. And I'm super excited to be with you guys on a congratulatory note. So this is a great start to each of your weeks. And so, you know, it's totally cool. So, and I recognize a lot of people on here, which is totally awesome. And I am super excited to get to come to Australia in a few weeks. So this is going to be good fun.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna at the end of this Clay's training section, we're going to tell you about how to register for the Australian event. Super exciting.
So so I just want to talk briefly tonight for you tomorrow, today, about urgency to succeed. And I'm started a new program, writing a new book, which is called, so it's called For You to Be Able to Move Forward, right? The notion is urgency to succeed is the idea. It's not the name of the book. It's Execute 90 is the name of the book, but urgency to succeed. So I want to talk to you tonight just for a minute about urgency. What does urgency mean, and how do I actually use it to my benefit, to your benefit, right? So essentially there's a couple of components here. One of them is that you have an urgency. So urgency is sort of squared, right? Urgency has effectively 2 components. One of them is an urgency, a passion, a desire, something that gets your body out of bed. And, you know, I noticed that Sasa and Julie are on the call. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Julie is an Olympic medalist, an Olympic medal winner in swimming. It's totally amazing, right? So what gets you out of bed and into a swimming pool all day? What makes you do those things that you need to do all day long, right? So an urgency to accomplish something because you're passionate about accomplishing it. And it's pretty interesting because the other day, yesterday, I guess it is, I'm at the phone store. Maybe it was Friday. I'm at the phone store. Now I have this phone, and when I bought this phone, and they didn't give me this phone, this wasn't free. So here I am with this $1,000 telephone in my hand, and I went there, and when I got this phone, because it was super new when I got it, they didn't have screen protectors. And I was a little ticked off about that. So the guy gives me a version of the screen protector that was made for a phone almost, but not quite. So the screen protector worked-ish, and it kept coming off, right? So I go back, and the guy says, well, you know, we'll get more in, come back in. So it's not like I was coming back in tomorrow. I got, this is nonsense, right? So it's a distraction for me. So I happen to be driving by that store, and I stop. And I said, here's what I want you to do. How can we help you today? The guy is super fired up because he thinks I'm going to buy a $1,000 telephone. And what I really want is my free screen protector that I already paid for but didn't get. He's not super excited anymore. And he looks at me like, okay, good. For 45 I see that this actually happened. Okay, got it, good. And that the one that you were going to get was 45 and this one's 50. So we want you to give us $5. Now you might be saying, who gives a rip about $5? So I said, wait, I'm passionate. The reason I'm telling you is I have an urgency to create something, right? I want what I want. I want what I want. And I was unwilling to say, yeah, I'm not going to acquiesce the point. Oh, here's $5. Look, $5 is not going to make a difference in my life one way or another. I don't care. So no, I want you to keep your word. I want you to do what you said you were going to do. And I want you to do it when you said you're going to do it. because that's the standard I hold myself to. Look, it's all good. And the guy says, well, yeah, no, for $5, I'm happy to give you what it is that you've already paid for. I'm saying to myself, this is dumb. What are you doing? He calls for the manager. And I said, look, here's the problem, my friend, because now we're beyond the $5. Now we're talking about principles of business. You want me to continue, because I pay you guys a lot of money every month, and I'd like to continue to do that, but over $5 you're willing to sacrifice that relationship? Get over yourself. Let's go already. So he finally acquiesced the point, $5. Over $5. This is nonsense. So I have an urgency. Now, this whole thing took about 5 minutes, and I could have drawn it out for about 2 hours poking my finger in this guy's eye. I said, this is nonsense. I got thousands of things to do, and $5 isn't working for me. But we're beyond now the cost of the thing. Let's have an urgency to succeed. And because I'm passionate about getting myself going. And I'm getting worked up, and I shouldn't be getting worked up. But I'm fired up even remembering the story at this point. So I get what I want. Then I say, I have a different phone, right? My partner has a different phone. He gives me his phone and says, we've been paying for this other thing. So I went to a different store because the store for which wouldn't finally acquiesce the point gave me my screen protector, but didn't put it on. So now I got to go to a different store because it's total nonsense, this. And I'm having an urgency to actually create what I want to create. That's it. And I don't care the barriers. I don't care the problems. I don't care the disappointments. I don't care whether I got to be able to make a stand for my own life. Doggone it, I'm going to get what I'm going to get. I'm going for what I want. I'm getting there. I'm going to get her done. Now, you all have lives, of course. And I want you to consider what you really want. What do you really want with unwavering passion? Do you want an Olympic medal? Then go get her done. Then there's things that you're going to get to do. This is what our event is going to be largely about, is execution. It's the stuff, doing the stuff every day, consistently, systematically. Systems are important. Systematically doing what you need to do to produce a result. You want a medal? Great. Let's go get a medal. Now, not everybody can get a medal, but Julie could. She had the capability of doing it. So let's go. But she doesn't have the capability of doing it if she sits at home, if she does nothing, if she watches soap operas and eats popcorn. She's not going to get a medal. I don't care how gifted she is. Michael Phelps not going to get a medal in anything if he sits at home and eats popcorn. It doesn't work that way, right? We get to consistently do the things that we have an urgency to create. So I'm asking you to write down as a homework assignment, and I'm not keeping track of time, so you're going to have to check me on time here in a minute, Justin. But I'm telling you, whatever it is that you have an urgency for, you can create. You can create. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to become double aquamarine, ruby encrusted, ambassador cosmic diamond, then let's go already. There's stuff that we can do that will get you there. But I want you to be paying attention to focusing on the stuff that you can do that will produce a result. Not to focus on the result, but the stuff you can do that will create the result. Now, let me just shift urgency squared, right? An urgency, a passion to create something. It's totally cool. The second part of this is an urgency to pay attention to the things that you can do, because that will get you there faster and ultimately with less frustration. Look, if you want to be a diamond, hallelujah. But what if you could do it in 1 year instead of 6? There's nothing wrong with getting there in 6. There would be nothing wrong with getting there in 6. And as long as your plan was to get there in 6. I'm just suggesting that if you'll do consistently the things that will create diamond, you can get there faster than 6. You can get there as fast as humanly possible given your circumstances. Now, look, if you only work 2 hours a week, you ain't getting to diamond. Sorry, I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff for you. But you've got to have a commitment to do the things all day that will move forward. Now, I will tell you this. Deadlines are an interesting thing. And I think the slide that I saw, Justin, said that your deal started on June 1st, is my recollection.
That's right.
Okay, well, guess what? In the United States, today is July 1st. So you've been at this 1 month.
Yep.
Now, I love this. What did you call this thing? Reach for the beach is totally legit because it fits exactly in what I want to talk about. So what I want you to do is to focus on the things for the next 60 days, the next 2 months, 1 month at a time, right? That will produce the beach. That's it. We're going to the beach. Okay, done. That decision is made. I'm passionate about going to the beach. I'm passionate about winning. I'm passionate about the rank level advancement. I'm passionate about getting from here to there. Okay, got it. Understood. Now, we don't have to worry about that. What we need to worry about is doing the stuff every day. There was contactors and presenters and people are making rank advancements, new D3s and new D7s. I'm not being stupid when I said director 300s and director 700s. So I'm not trying to insult anybody. And a new silver. And I will tell you that there are people who are rocking the world. And you can rock your own world because I don't care about everyone else. If I'm me, I care about me. Where am I? What do I have to do? Because what I saw on your thing a minute ago was I don't have to be the #1 guy to get there. I have to produce a result. Like I have to create a certain amount of enrollees, 28 or more, I think it said. And I think it was 11,000 points or something, right? Yep. So look, at the end of the day, it's not, can I beat Bob, Susie, Mary, Sally, Joe, whatever. It's, can I produce a result? And if the result is 28 and 11,000, let's go. Because 28 and 11 means something. Now, here's what I want you to do. You got a 60-day deadline now. You know what's cool about deadlines? For some people, it makes them like, oh no, I'm getting closer and closer to getting married. I'm getting closer and closer to this or that. I'm getting closer. Okay, good. Hallelujah. Here's what I know. Execute 90 is 100% about living your life in 90-day deadline dashes. A deadline dash. Now, you've invested 30 days so far, a third of your 90 days. Totally cool. Okay, good. Well, I'm not on the board. I don't care. You could start from 0. Here's what I can promise you. You could start from 0 right now, and you could get from here to there. You totally could. You could do 28 and 11 right now. Starting from 0 right now, you could get there. Deadlines are super cool because here's what I know, and here's what I want to talk about, which is related to this Reach for the Beach business. And that is that if you will be focused on the things that matter and eliminate all of the things that distract you, okay, you can get from here to there. Now, there's a story. And that is that somebody called a leader one day. Bob calls Susie and says, hey, Susie, we're going to Acapulco. And we would like you to go with us to Acapulco. Okay, she says, awesome. When are we going? Tomorrow. Tomorrow? Are you kidding? What? I can't go tomorrow. I got this and that. I got 80 billion things going on in my world. I can't go tomorrow. I'd love to go. Man, I'd love to be like Justin and Nicole. I'd love to become double diamond ambassador, rock star, right? I'd love to be triple diamond, aquamarine, ruby encrusted ambassador, cosmic. I'd love that, but I can't because, and whatever comes after the because are the things that will distract me from creating success. So I'm just inviting you to say, if I actually could go to Acapulco tomorrow, then today would be an Acapulco day, which means I would say, what are all of the things that I got to get rid of? What are the things that are not important, not critically important? Everything in your schedule is important, right? What is not critically important? What would happen if I didn't do the dishes one day? Now, this might be heresy to some of you. What would happen if I didn't do this or that or the other thing? What if I didn't go have my cafe latte? Or what if I did go to have my cafe latte and I actually contacted somebody while I was there? What if I could contact 10 people in a week? That's a whopping 36 minute in an entire 168-hour week commitment. What if I actually did that in a week? What if I did that? What if I showed presentations? What if I actually followed up with the people that I'm supposed to follow up with? What if I stopped living transactionally? Hey, I got cool goo, man. Let's get, woohoo, this is cool. You want a drink? What if we got rid of the transactions and started living transformationally and help people have the lives that they want to be able to have? What if we started doing that? What if we create an Acapulco day? Now, maybe you don't want to go to Acapulco. It's a metaphor, right? But your beach thing isn't a metaphor. That's for real. So Acapulco days means I am focused on the critical items that will produce the result that I want. And if you live every day, if your body can get out of bed every day and say to yourself, this is the first day of the rest of my life, and I'm going to live today as if it were the last one. I'm going to live every day as if it were an Acapulco day. About 3 years ago, I made a decision in my own life. I said, I'm not hanging around with people anymore that aren't going to inspire and encourage me to move forward. Not doing it. Not doing it anymore. I don't got time for people who are gonna be like crabs. I got a video that I can show you, an animation that shows what crab. Do you know? You know the story of crab baskets, right? Like if you go crabbing, you know what crabbing is? Like we go to the beach and we get crabs, we put them in a basket, we take them home, we boil them, right? That. So if you go crabbing and you catch one crab, you have to put a lid on the container. Because if you got one, it will climb out. If you get two or more, no lid necessary. Because if one tries to climb out, the others will pull them back in. Now, here's what I know. Physiologically, this is true what I'm telling you. This is not a lot. In crabs, in the world of crabs, when crabs try to climb out, the other crabs pull them back in. That's, okay, got it. And if the crab persists in trying to get out, the other crabs will physically break the arms and legs of the crab trying to escape. And if it persists beyond that, they will gang up on the crab trying to escape and kill it. Now, when I made the decision, I'm not hanging out with people anymore that do not inspire and encourage me to escape, right? That's the point. The crabs that don't get Acapulco days. The crabs that say clicking the TV is okay. The crabs that say I'm watching World Cup. The crabs that say, you know, everything might be more important in this moment than that. And I say to that, baloney. My life legacy is worth more than living in the crab basket with the people who will settle for mediocrity. No more. And I would just say no more. Now, this is what Acapulco days are about. Is to look at your life. Look at the things in your schedule. Because if you can't, won't, or don't control your calendar, you can't, won't, or don't control your future. So if you want to continue living like crabs, that's up to you. And that doesn't make you bad, sick, or wrong. It just means you just know what result it's going to create. That's all. It's a crab-like average lifestyle. Average is cream of, so look, I don't mean to offend anybody, but I don't sugarcoat most anything, right? Average is cream of the crap and crap of the cream.
I don't think any of us are here for an average lifestyle, Clay. We all want to escape the bucket. We want to go to the beach days.
So make a list of the things that bring you closer to what you want. You don't have to worry about the list of stuff to avoid. We don't need that list.
Yeah.
What you focus on expands. What is the list of things that you do that bring you closer to the beach? The Acapulco day stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can ask yourself in any given moment in time, does this thing bring me closer to or take me farther away from what I want? Closer to, keep doing it. Farther away, change course. Change your approach.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, I totally love you guys. I do. And I want you to win. And I want you to win big. I want you to win as big as you want to be able to win, whatever that means. And it doesn't mean that if you don't want to be triple diamond, that's okay. I'm okay with being a gold or a platinum or something. That's okay. It doesn't make you bad, sick, or wrong. It just means that's what you want. That's what you're chasing. That's what you can believe. That's great. Hallelujah. Let's go then. Acapulco days. List of things that will produce whatever result you want. Focus on doing the things every day consistently, day by day, by week, by month, by 90-day cycles with a deadline dash, a 90-day deadline dash. Your 90-day challenge is that exactly. And what will happen is this. You'll rock the world. Now, I will tell you this one last thing, and then I'm going to get out of the way here. And that is that you need to take some time. One of the things that will help you get there faster is to make sure that you take time to celebrate the victories, even the ones that you think are inconsequential. The people who contacted that maybe contacted some but weren't necessarily recognized, right? Take some time to celebrate. If you contacted 2 this week and you've never contacted any before, then celebrate. If you contacted 10 and now I did 12, celebrate. The celebration part of this will change the part of your limbic mind that will push you forward instead of holding you back. Take some time to celebrate. And now, I know that you're not going to do that, except that the double, triple, quadruple, aquamarine, ruby encrusted, ambassador cosmic diamonds do take time to celebrate. This beginning of the call when I got on here was all about recognition and celebration. So if you don't think that this is an important thing, you are wrong. You got to get some clarity around making sure that you celebrate for you. Yep. You celebrate for you. Yeah. And you celebrate with and for the people who are on your team. So I love you guys like crazy, and I am super fired up to get in a big steel tube and ride it for 13 hours so that I can get to you guys so that we can go have some fun down under where it's going to be beautiful when I'm there. And I'm fired up to come and see you guys, and I hope you guys are going to tune in, tune on, and make your lives start to work because we're going to be about day 60-ish of the 90-day dash that you guys are on. So that's Justin, right. I'll turn the time back to you, my friends.
Thank you, Clay. Thank you. Everyone's giving you a round of applause. They're all muted, but everyone's like clapping. That's awesome. Thank you, Clay. Totally agree. I love your work. And your bad news is it's a little bit more than 13 hours when you're coming from Salt Lake. It's going to be more like 17 by the time you stop in LA. But it's totally worth it, right? It's worth coming to Australia.
Listen, I'm just going to mute everyone 1 sec.
Okay, so you're going to have the time of your life. I don't know what you're doing, Nikki, but just mute everyone again. You just, so super grateful for that, Clay. Big messages are do what needs to be done. And that's what I've done that in the last couple of months, really taken time out, scheduled time out every week and every day to plan what are the highest priority things that I'm doing next. And it is changing my life. And that's something I really need to work on. Nicole's a genius in that already, but that's not my superpower. But I'm learning to do it, and it's definitely like shifting me big time. So look, I'm super grateful for Clay coming all the way to down under to Oz, and his landing page for you to register to those events. We've got Clay coming to Brisbane in July 29th at 9 till 5 p.m. I'll share my screen, and this landing page is where you can go to register for those events. Where is it there?
And at the bottom, in the chat screen, it says that it gives you the URL as well.
Yeah, excellent, brilliant, thank you. So yeah, it's ritraining.com/Australia. Pretty easy to remember. And yeah, so he's got a little bit about the event, what you're going to learn, what's going to happen. There is bonus gifts for people that come to the live events. There is the ability to watch a broadcast, which is really great as well, because we do have people all over the world. But really encourage you to be there. There's nothing like being in the room, meeting the people, meeting Clay live, catching up, building community, and feeling the excitement, the energy, and the lessons in the room. That is always the best to be live. But if you can't make it, then join us online. So Brisbane, 29th of July, 9 till 5, and that's going to be at Kippa-Ring, Queensland. The address is there, the Sesame Lane Childcare Conference Centre, 20 to 36 Regency Street, Kippa-Ring, Queensland. And in Melbourne on August the 5th, 9 till 5 p.m. at, that's actually Rosstown Hotel, which is 1084 Dandenong Road, Carnegie, Victoria. So that will be promoted in the newsletter. That'll be promoted in the Facebook groups. but take it down now, share it with all your peeps and your people. Use this to build your team, right? This is really good fundamental training. I'm so grateful to everything that Clay has contributed towards our group. We've had a bunch of people in not only the subscription, the online service, which is a bargain, right? It's $10 a month, guys, US. It's the best value for money training I've ever seen. Do your PEPs, do your personal effectiveness profiles, figure out what you need to work on, and start training away. And come and see Clay live. Bring your people. And if you have other people that are in other companies, right, other network marketing companies, this is a great opportunity to reach out to them and add value to them. And who knows, one day they might see your professionalism and decide, hey, I want to do what you're doing and join your team too. But it's about people, helping people all over. Make sure you get as many people as you can to that event. Any last words, Clay, before we sign off?
I am super excited for what you're doing. I hope you guys totally know, 100% that you know that Justin and Nicole are rock stars. You might already know that. And their heart is to share with you to actually move forward. Here, I have a presence in a lot of companies, and I'll tell you this. Not that many people have an opportunity to be able to be taught by people who actually care about their success. Justin and Nicole are 100% winners walking. They're winners walking. They're not winners sitting. They're not winners thinking. They're not winners hanging out. They're winners walking, and they are way showers in every way. And I would take advantage of everything that these guys promote to you to help your business group move forward, because they're not doing this to take advantage of you. They're doing this to help you have a life that they know is possible when you get out of the crab basket. So I love you guys like crazy. I'm excited to see you one way or another in Australia when I get over there. This is going to be super fun. So thank you guys for all that you do and for taking out some time for me today and for us to be able to create a relationship. So thank you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Clay. See you all next week. Same time, same call. And that deadline, that's why we have weekly prizes. Make it a weekly deadline. And all those little ones build up to the big one. I'm going to see you on the beach. Stay well, everyone. Have a great week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Clay. Love your work, mate.